Hey all, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Casey. I cross stitch, I knit, and I do a bunch of fun stuff. Today is day one of Flossmas 2025, and it's my first Flossmas, guys. I'm close to a year on YouTube, which is super wild. So yeah, we'll be doing some fun stuff. So Flossmas this year, I am working on 4 different projects that are on a wheel that I'll spin every day. We have Stardew Valley Winter, which I'll put right here. We are doing the Slytherin Common Room at Christmas, which would be right here. The Disneyland map, which I'm trying to get finished by May 4th, 2026. Here's the finished product here. And then I'm doing the goose ornaments by Glitch Stitch AU, which I'll put the 4 right here. I should also say that the Stardew Valley Winter is by Glitch Stitch AU as well. The Disneyland map is question mark. I found the pattern on eBay. Don't do that. And then the Slytherin Common Room, that's the one I'm missing, is by Green Terrace Designs, which they have their own shop. The rest are on either eBay and Glitch AU I got from Etsy. So I spun the wheel today. I shall put it up right now. And the wheel picked Stardew Valley Winter, which I have right here. Here's my starting point on Stardew. I'm in the selfie mode today, so it's backwards. So yeah, we have, this is where I'm at. We have the tree that I'm working on currently. I did work on this last night without the spin. So November 30th, I worked on this just because it felt really good. Worked on it and watched the new Welcome to Derry episode, which I believe is episode 5. Yes, 5. So yeah, we are going to be working on that. I do have some goals for December that I'd like to get done before Christmas. I would like to get to at least 10 to 20% on Disneyland map by the end of Flossmas. I'd like to get Stardew kind of done. I'd like to get at least that tree done and maybe work into the sky and get down to the cabin. I'm doing the Slytherin Comm Room. I am kind of doing a least to most stitches, and I'm color completing. So I think I've color completed 4 or 5 colors in that already. And I just like to get the ornaments done, honestly. They're like less than 40 by 40. They're nothing. I think they're under 600 or 700 stitches each. So I could even staff them if I tried hard enough every day. So yeah, so we'll be working on Stardew. I also would like to get my woodsy socks done for my mom before Christmas. And I would like to get more done on my Woolen Pine Alchemist sweater, which I will show you what I've done, because I was last floss tube I was telling you that I had done the swatch. I showed you the colors and everything, but I have gotten a ton done. I primarily knitted over the Thanksgiving 4-day. With so many people in and out of the house, knitting was easier than cross stitching for me. So I will go get it and show you guys. Okay, so I grabbed it and I wanted to show you what it looked like. It's easier since I have the paper pattern. I don't know why knitting, I keep all my patterns in my drive for knitting, but I do like paper patterns when it comes to having them on hand. Let me grab the front page so I don't show you guys the actual pattern. So this is the sweater I'm doing. It is by Woolen Pine. I am doing it in Lionheart Kobu Silver. And I am, to be honest, this is probably the first knitting project that I'm really proud of. It is far from perfect. It is my first wearable other than socks that I'm doing. It's actually only my second knitting project in general that I am actually doing really well in. But yeah, so I'm doing them on size, well, right now they're size 7 Chowgu interchangeables. But yeah, so we are, I believe right now, we are on the 4th increase of the yoke. So, let's see if I can show you guys. So I've been doing really excited because this is the first time I've done any increases. So make one left, make one right. Make one left purlwise, make one right purlwise. Took me like 6 start overs to start figuring those out. But I think they look, this one's probably a terrible one, but I think they look pretty okay. I have some holes and stuff like that you can probably see that I'm really hoping blocking will fix. Like I have a hole, like some uneven stitches in my increases here and there. But yeah, guys, I'm really excited with how this is going. I have, I think, 2 more increases. They're each like, I have like 25 more rounds to do on the increases and everything. And I'm actually liking it. It's been a really fun time. I knit Continental because that's just made the most sense for how I process stuff in knitting. So my Continental knit stitch is so quick now. Like it's kind of nice. If anyone, and I mean anyone, has any advice on how to purl easier continentally, that would be great. That still is so freaking awkward, and I feel like my tension's off when I purl. And it wouldn't be that bad, but the knit side, because you knit this flat right now, so on the right side, my knit is so quick even with the increases. My purl, you flip it around when you get to the wrong side, and you purl the entire row across with no increases. So that purl row is taking me forever. So if anyone has any suggestions on how to do that better, that would be great. They're also saying that we need to do the sleeves a specific way. I'm debating if I want to. So Chow sets. I started knitting. I grabbed some knitting needles from Joann's at the time. I think they're the Clover bamboo. Not the interchangeables, but the fixed circulars. I got some 9-inch circulars to start my socks on. I hate wooden needles. I hate them. I couldn't even get a sock started on those wooden needles because my tension's so tight. Wooden needles don't work for me. I do need to try like the Knit Picks wooden ones. Apparently everyone said they're super smooth. But I jumped fully into Chow. I bought the 5-inch full interchangeable set from Chow, and then I bought the lace size shorty set in like the small red case. I jumped fully in, and then I've also bought some extra cords, and I've gotten some of the 5-inch in like the 00 and 0 sizing. I don't know what that is in the millimeters. I'm so sorry. I'm very bad at that. So I do have those. I do also have their full set of their small DPNs. So I'm like a Chow girly through and through right now. I've been debating at least getting the size I need to do small circumference for the sleeving, because I cannot knit small circumference using DPNs. I've tried. I have tried. I've tried doing socks on DPNs. My brain cannot figure that out. I can take 2 DPNs to do my heel turn and gusset. That's fine. But having 5 working needles, my brain just does not compute, and also my hands struggle with it. I feel like it's really bulky for me. So I'd rather do small circumference or magic loop. My preference for just doing stockinette is straight up small circumference. My woodsy socks are primarily done on small circumference. I can do the cuff really easily on small circumference, so I'll be sticking to that. So yeah, I plan on just getting some really good progress in on the Alchemist pullover, and then I would like to get my woodsy socks done. I went on a small Chow tangent, which I apologize, but I will update you guys if I buy. Actually, it's Cyber Monday. I should check and see if there's any sales on like Amazon or something for Chow. There's not been any sales at Joann's for any floss that I've seen. DMC has a 30% off floss right now, but they're like $1 something a skein, so I think it takes you to like 80 cents a skein, so it's technically, Michael's is still like a cent cheaper, and so is 123 Stitch. So 123 Stitch just have some sales going on, but I'm in need of nothing. I went through my No Buy November pretty well. Not completely. I did gear up my Disneyland map better, and then I did buy the cross stitch society bookmark book. But yeah, so I'll also show you what I've been doing today. So I have been talking for a while about how much I love the floss drops from Adam Hart cross stitch. I have her subscription. I love these so freaking much. I like that I can store them in my floss bobbin bins, boxes, and then I can pull them out and turn them into floss drops when I need them for like my full sets. Actually, I'll show you my full set for the Stardew. Okay, so I do have the Stardew set on all of Adam Hart cross stitch bobbins from the last 2 subscription boxes, and I absolutely adore these. I like having stuff on rings. I think I work much quicker having floss drops. I bobbinated my entire master set when I first got it. I think I finished my master set last fall, so fall of 24. So I don't hate bobbins. They're nice. I like the storage of bobbins. I hate the storage of just floss drops. I hate hanging. I think they get gross. I think they get eh. So when I found Adam Hart cross stitches floss drops, I think I found them from Kelsey from X Stitch and Chill. I think she mentioned it when I first started watching her. And I looked them up, and then I got the subscription box when she opened it, and I fell in love with them. Well, I want to preface this with, I'm not selling the STL. I'm not giving the STL. Nothing like that. I decided to make my own STL, and then I decided to cut them. So I cut my own floss drops, which I'm not selling these. These are not my design. Do not rip off people. Do not sell them. Don't do it. But they're a little bit bigger than hers. I didn't mean them to be, but just what happens. So today I am working on, because I'm back on swing shifts, so you'll be getting floss tube hopefully every day. But I am working on getting these bobbinated, which not the worst because they're already on bobbin, so I'd have to unwind them, and then I'm winding them around an 18-inch quilting ruler that I have. I go around it, and then I hold the beginning, I hold the end, and I snip it in the middle, grab it, put it on. And then I also am using, I think they're Avery brand. I think I have them over here. Yes. So these are what I use for the actual stickers. There's the Avery brand multi-use labels. They're 1/2 an inch by 3/4 of an inch. But then I actually snip them down into literally tiny, tiny bits that fit. Do I have them right here? Yes. They fit perfectly, literally right in the top corner, which Adam Hart, I think, sends hers with circulars that you are supposed to wrap around, but they always fall off for me. The circulars I've never had a good time with. So yeah, we're doing those. This is one of my homemade ones. And yeah, it's working out, guys. I really want them done. If you haven't seen these floss drops, this is one of Adam Hart's. So you wind them around. They keep like a regular bobbin, which is great, but then you unwind them and they go straight into a floss drop, which is super nice. You can see how long I keep mine. So my floss drops are about, I do full 18 inches on mine, doubled over, so they're actually 36 inches, give or take, because I primarily cross stitch 2/1 on 14, 16, or 18 count. And then on Disneyland map, I am doing 2/1/2 cross. I don't do 3s usually. I don't do 1s. So we're doing this. So yeah, that's what I've been doing today. You can see my, hold on, let me flip the camera. So yeah, I am turning all of this. This is my first box. I think I have 5, and I am putting them. I like my art bin ones, and this is the way I am turning from these, because I went this way to this way. So we're doing that, but I have a box full of these and we are just absolute wreck. Also peeked the fresh bake that I have on pause for my entertainment today. I'm catching up on him from the holiday weekend. But yeah, so we are a full-fledged mess right now. So yeah, guys, that's Flossmas day 1 for me. A quick little update on everything. I was gonna post. I had one all recorded. I had a full floss tube recorded like the day before Thanksgiving. It didn't get put up. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was edited. I literally just had to hit the upload button and put in a title and a description. Didn't happen. It's okay though. That's the world we live in today, right? So yeah, but that's Flossmas day 1. I will update you on Flossmas day 2 of what I got done last night on Stardew and how many of these bobbins I got through throughout the day. I don't have a goal for the Stardew Valley. I want to get the black done in that tree and maybe start in the white on the tree because I'm doing like sections. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for the rant on my knitting. And I will update you if I knit tonight as well. I might. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.